And I'll just set it all out here now. All right, and so this is the fluidics module. This is the first thing you want to put in. You want to put that in place. So with the fluidics module, one of the things you want to do is exactly see she's got one hand holding this out. That's so it doesn't get up in there when you're putting it in place, right? So start from the bottom. And you can hear and feel and see it suck into place, okay? You want to make sure it does that and it's not just sitting there. I mean, you can hear it pressurizing and everything. So that's in place. We're all set there. All right. So everything here is color coded. So why don't we start setting up? You can plug these in any order, but I'd like to just, for demonstration purposes, let's go left to right. So the first two would be this would be your Vit cutter. Yep, right there. And so these connectors are RFID, so and they're color coded, gray and black. They go in the bottom too, but if you accidentally put it in the wrong one, put the black one up there.
Up here?
Yeah. See how it's orange? No bueno. It wants to be green. So you know you got it in the wrong place. So let's move it down to the where it belongs. And then the gray. And then the blue. All these, everything that goes in here pushes in and then turns like from the 12 o'clock to the 2 o'clock position. They're color coded, but if anyone's colorblind, they're also keyed differently, so you can't accidentally put the wrong one in the wrong place. So now we'll just go through and put the rest of them in. So this, you just put the Vit cutter in, and then the blue thing was suction. This next one is another suction.
So if anybody's in there with Brenda and moving with Brenda, she does it a little different way.
I do
So
too.
She
do you?
plugs all of the things into the plate first by the colors, and then plugs that whole piece
And
in
put the
with
unit
everything
in.
together.
So
Yeah.
Either way is fine. So if she teaches
Exactly.
you that way, just listen, say okay. And if you want to do it this way, it's perfectly fine to do it this way. Please teach you too. Okay, so whatever way you want to do it is fine.
Now, sometimes when we put this cassette in, it won't pull it in.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we check first if it won't pull the cassette in?
I would just take it out, do it a couple times, kind of push like this a little bit. It should eventually go in. Yeah.
Sometimes it is
Yeah,
the
so
gas.
so two things. Especially when you're using the tank. When it's the wall, you typically have it set at that spot and you don't have any issues. With the tank, sometimes you do.
No.
If that pressure is too high on the tank, you'll have a problem too. So have that tank anywhere between like 100 and 115, 120.
Green area, I think.
Yours, they're all different, but yeah, if yours has a, yeah, perfect. You know exactly where to go. But yeah, that a lot of times could be the issue. So, so now you've got all those in place. Let me see. I have a BSS bottle here.
It's behind you.
It's hung up.
You got one here.
It's right
Oh, you
there.
got it on already. Okay. So then this gets passed off to the circulator. I'll be your circulator here. One
So on
spike.
that side, you guys, that's going to be, so you know you have two big bottles of BSS, right? We have the BSS Plus, and then we have the regular BSS. So your BSS Plus, which isn't demonstrated here because we don't have BSS, but the BSS Plus is going to be the one that's on that side of the machine, on the lower part. Your regular BSS, like that bottle, is going to be on the other side on your like IV pole tire, and that's the one that you're plugging that non-sterile tubing into to get to the scrub. And so the BSS Plus is just
right
the
on
left
these little
side
posts.
of the
Yeah.
What you need, what
BSS
it needs to
regular
be.
is on the right on the IV pole. And the BSS Plus is the one that you're adding your dextrose to if you need to, and your
So that's the
LV
wrong
to.
bottle, is what you're telling me.
The one that, yeah, that's
So the
just
BSS Plus
regular.
hangs on the machine. The gravity tubing is what you prime And then the scrub hands you their end and then you connect.
So on this side, we have the IV pole. So this bottle, because for demonstration, we got him a BSS bottle. So the BSS regular is hanging on the IV pole on this side, and then the BSS Plus is going to be hanging on the actual machine, and that's the one that's going to have your epi and your dextrose if you need to add the dextrose to it. Okay? Does everyone knows what the BSS Plus bottle looks like? It's like blue, and you have to comes with that other little bottle that you have to put in it. If you haven't got it, you will see it when you get out of the if you're in Tina's room. You'll see you have to add the BSS little bottle to it, and then you add all the other stuff to it, and that goes on the machine. But your BSS regular bottle is the one that your non-sterile tubing, this one up here, is going to hook to, and then you give it to your scrub, and she hooks it into you hook it into her.
Yeah, she gives you your end.
Is that's the one that we don't open with everything, right?
Exactly.
Right, that's
why we
not
put it on the
sterile,
card.
so open that on the field.
Yeah, this comes from downstairs. They don't put it in the bin just because they don't want you to open it serially. So it's on this part, on top of here.
Or an anesthesia.
Twice in a while.
So no problem there. So one of the things I was gonna say is like the pressure's important there, but the most important is the pressure right here. Status right there. That's at 101. You're perfect. You want that to be somewhere around 100. So things that can make a difference. If you've got two hoses hooked up to this, you know that all affects the pressure. So always make sure this is at 100. And if you got a major discrepancy between the two, you might have a loose hose connection or something like that. So now that's set. Once it's in there, you want to just hit this twice, maybe 3 times, get it at least halfway full there. So now you're pretty much ready. There's one more thing we want to do. So we just want to open the top flap, and we want to leave everything in there. We're just pulling out that green piece, and let you know, like I said, everything's color coded. You just lower lock that in place. And then, yeah, I like to just kind of keep these in place. That's fine. Let's see, what else we got? We got a light pipe that we can hook up. Like I said, you got 4, you can plug it into either of them. So everything's green, good to go. So the next thing we want to do now is, like I said, make sure this is around the middle of this tray. So we're going to prime it now, and what that's doing is setting all the pressures and everything. And during this priming, you can be doing everything else you need to do, but what you don't want to do is be moving this stuff around while it's priming. Okay, so right up here, right in the middle, it says start prime. Start prime. So that's going to take about 2 minutes to get that done.